I'm really hurt. Fuck wrong with niggas. How you let them cheat and take them back? Must be your only nigga. I get loud just like my weed. I don't watch my tone with niggas. I hang up the phone on niggas. You ain't my daddy, bitch, I'm big mama. Every time y'all book me with them hoes, it's gon' be big drama. 20 black Suburbans, we pull up like Sunday service. I just want a one-on-one, don't know why she so nervous. Fuck with these hoes saying, cause my niggas say I'm perfect. Anyway, body count so low, I might say I'm a virgin. Any day, I could switch my car just like I switch my person. Underlay, quick to cut him off if he don't serve no purpose. You a clown and I'm allergic. Niggas straight up out the circus. It's the nerve for me, these niggas birthday third degree. He callin' tryna work it out, I'd rather make him work for me. He can't tell if it's authentic or it's surgery. Please, Lil Nas X the only nigga curving me. I don't sing R&B, but bitch, I'm really hurt. Fuck wrong with niggas. How you let them cheat and take them back? Must be your only nigga. I get loud just like my weed. I don't watch my tone with niggas. I hang up the phone on niggas. You ain't my daddy, bitch, I'm big mama. Every time y'all book me with them hoes, it's gon' be big drama. 20 black Suburbans, we pull up like Sunday service. I just want a one-on-one, don't know why she so nervous. Fuck with these hoes saying, cause my niggas say I'm perfect. Tell the truth. Oh, I'm not that cute, bet you on that shit, boo. He get money, I get money too. Like who gon' trick on who? These bitches corny. Soon as monkey see, then you know monkey do. Do you rap or do you tweet? Cause I can't tell, get in the booth, bitch. Stop all that motherfucking yelling, ho. Cause I ain't buying what you selling, ho. Think I'm the shit, bitch. I know it, ho. Jesus walked on water, I got ice boiling, though. Miss me with that sucker shit, I'm not your baby mama. Block his ass on everything, he in my DM writing novels. Better hold your nigga tight, before I make you come up off him. Say two wrongs don't make a right, but I'm the type, get one up on him. I don't sing R&B, but bitch, I'm really hurt. Fuck wrong with niggas. How you let them cheat and take them back? Must be your only nigga. I get loud just like my weed. I don't watch my tone with niggas. I hang up the phone on niggas. You ain't my daddy, bitch, I'm big mama. Every time y'all book me with them hoes, it's gon' be big drama. 20 black Suburbans, we pull up like Sunday service. I just want a one-on-one, don't know why she so nervous. Fuck with these hoes saying, cause my niggas say I'm perfect.
Hey. You did.
Okay, well.
Vibeship TV. Y'all know what time it is. Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. Vibeship TV. We in the building, man. Hey, man, we about to get it popping, man. Streaming on all platforms. Go get that, man. Go listen to that right now. Apple, Spotify. Right now. Hey, shout out to all of our sponsors, man. Eon. Hey, man, go down there in Homestead. Go get you some wings. Go get you a drink. Hey, shout out to Juice Bar 11. Shout out to You Dig. Hey, you know what it is, man. We got all them sponsors up, man. Hey, we want to dive into it. Look, listen, we got a special guest in the building, a caterer. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's really out here cooking them good meals and laying down the foundation. Hey, we're going to let her introduce herself. Let's get it.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hey.
She about to drop that hot 16. Wait a minute. Don't be nervous. It's all good.
No, my name is Chef Shi.
Okay. Chef Shi. Is that how am I saying it right?
Yep.
Chef Shi. Hey, man, listen. Man, we got some good food here, too. So we're going to check that out in a minute. But we're going to dive into her story, man. Let's get it started, man. Let's get it started.
Definitely. So first starting off, could you let the people know what's your name? If you want to go by Chef Shi, that's fine. But, you know, just so people can get a little bit of a background of who you are and where you come from.
Okay. So my full name is Shate. And I go by Chef Shi.
Okay.
As of the last couple years since I started in the culinary industry. I was originally born in Detroit, Michigan.
All right, okay.
Yep. Raised here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania since I was 14 years old. I've been living here. I dipped off to North Carolina for like 5 years back in 2013, and that's actually where I had my first experience in the culinary industry.
Okay,
in
got
the
you.
restaurant industry.
Damn, that's dope. Even with running with that, so what would you consider which city was the fastest?
Out of the three?
Yep.
Definitely Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah. Charlotte. So when I lived in North Carolina, I lived in a small town right outside of Charlotte. Charlotte is pretty fast. But
Charlotte. You said Charlotte?
Yeah, Charlotte.
That's where my grandmother's family's from.
You know what?
That's
Charlotte might be faster than Detroit. I just feel like I was a kid when I was in Detroit, so it was like a lot. you know,
going on.
Yeah.
For you to like really grasp it how you wanted to.
So yeah, that was wrong. Charlotte's definitely, if you think of it and from a mature standpoint, like as far as jobs are concerned, trends and stuff like that, Charlotte is definitely faster. Yeah.
No, that's super dope. So how was your upbringing altogether?
I was raised in a 2-parent household, sort of, kind of.
Hey.
Okay.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. My mother was. That's actually. So my mom was a wife. Like she cooked breakfast, lunch, and
Real deal.
Yeah.
So that means you actually learned wife qualities.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Woke up to already smelling the food.
Yeah.
You already knew what time it was.
And I was the one standing in the kitchen just watching her do every. Yeah. And my dad was a provider, you know, and he wasn't the best husband. I have siblings from another family.
Okay.
Got you.
So he was like in 2 different households, but my mom still played her role regardless. So that's how I learned to be who I am. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think that's where my interest in cooking started. There, like watching her, and I think so for me, cooking became therapy. When I went through some of the things that I saw her suffer in her marriage, I actually went through some of the same things.
Gotcha.
And I suffered for some of the same things, honestly. And it's crazy how it happened. But I found cooking to be therapy for me. And now that I go back and look at it, I'm like, I feel like that was the same way for my mom because she was always in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy.
That's super dope.
Yep.
So before the cooking journey, let's go into that. So,
Okay.
Before that, you know, you got into the cooking. What was like one of the first things that you gravitated to that was something that was entrepreneurial for you?
So I started off writing books.
Okay.
As an author.
Let's go into that.
That's where, so my journey started back in 2016. I always knew that writing was a gift. I won a Young Writers Program back when I was in like 2nd grade.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
write all the time.
Okay.
And it was like a school district-wide contest. And I won, I was the only 2nd grader in the Detroit Public School District to win.
Ooh, yeah,
So
it was a
there
natural
is,
gift.
yeah, it was a natural gift. There is when we knew like, okay, this is something that's in her. And I would write personal things like growing up. I would write short stories and just save them and store them in little personal journals and stuff.
Somebody teach you that when you was a kid?
No,
like
I
that,
just
or
did
just
it.
somebody just was like, nobody never like was like, hey, why don't you just started writing out of nowhere just on your own.
And my 2nd grade teacher was like, you got a gift. And she's the one that put me in the contest. Her name was Miss McLean.
Shout out to Miss McLean.
Shout out to Miss McLean. But yeah, and she put me in the contest and I won. And then from there, I would just write poems all the time. I wrote a lot of poems and songs and short stories and stories. And one day, I was online and I had a page. So I had a page that I started this virtual assistant. I'm a hustler. Let's just put this out there, right?
Let's put that out there. She's a hustler.
Yeah, I'm a hustler.
She said any
Hustler
product
of the year.
Any product, she got you.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I had this page that I created. It was a business page on Facebook for my virtual assistance business that I tried to start, right?
Got you.
And I was at home one day and I was like, I just started writing. I was going through stuff personally in my marriage and stuff. And I was like, I need to vent and I need to just release some of this. So I was sitting at the computer with my baby on my lap and I just started writing. And I sent it to my sister. And I was like, do you like this? And I was like, she was like, yeah, we're part 2. You know what I'm saying? So I posted it on that page. And it was crazy. I was really getting people to read it. And it was like, post part 2, post part 3. So I took that virtual assistant page and turned it into the story page. And I started I would add every day. And it was like kind of going viral.
That was a blog.
Yeah, it was.
That's
going
what a blog is.
Yeah.
It's like you update every day.
Every day.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And
So
it went around. And actually, somebody I just cooked for Valentine's Day, we were talking, and she was like, Did you write a story like years ago when you was posting part 1? I was like, yeah. She was like, oh man, all my friends was reading it. But
that's hard.
Yeah, but anyway, and everybody was like, you need to turn this into a book. So I stopped writing the story. I shut down for 3 months, 90 days. I disappeared off the internet, and I wrote the story in 90 days. It was a 36 chapter, I think, 340 something pages.
36 chapter
in 90 days.
See, this is how I know you got the gift. She wasn't thinking about the chapters that she was writing and shit. And that's how you know with somebody. I'm learning that because what I'm learning it from people is that if they got a gift, they're usually so into the gift that they're not paying attention to how much they do.
Right.
They're just doing it,
Right.
and then they look up like, oh, I didn't know I did all those.
Yeah.
You be like, damn, like that's real profound to me, because it's like even with just me editing or something, it was just like, all right, bro, I ain't think about how many videos I edited. I don't even know how many videos I ever edited in my life, but I know I edited a lot.
Yeah.
But it's just like
You don't pay attention to the hours you putting in and the time
you cultivated the skill. 36 chop. That's powerful.
until it was time to get it.
I got hit on that. That's I'm being real. I wrote a small little TV series, and I still got it, but I never published nothing or put it out there. But it was just like, dang, this ain't my skill, because this is a lot. I don't want to be sitting here writing all that, but continue on. You good.
But I put it out. That was I ended up publishing it, putting it out in 2016, and it did pretty well in the city. I did a whole book release. I did like 2 or 3 book releases. I did 2 in Pittsburgh. I did 1 in Detroit, and then I also did 1 in North Carolina.
Okay.
So it was called
That's
Sleeping
dope.
with the Enemy.
She went state to state.
Oh,
What
yeah.
year was this?
Oh yeah, this was 2016. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I self-published a couple other books after that, but they didn't do as well.
Okay.
So at this point, I'm like, all right, this writing career is not providing. Like, it's not putting food on the table. It's not going to get me anywhere.
It's
so
a gift, but it ain't.
yeah,
putting-
right.
yeah.
She
So
give, but it ain't paying the bills.
right,
Got you.
And then fast forward, I ended up leaving North Carolina. There was some crazy structural damage in my apartment. I was displaced, and I had to come back to Pittsburgh. And when
Okay.
I came back to Pittsburgh, I got divorced. When I got divorced, I was like, all right, I was married to my high school sweetheart, so I always knew 2 incomes. Everything, like I had another person to bounce everything off of,
Right.
But at this point, I'm on my own.
Yeah, by yourself.
So I was like, all right, I gotta step my hustle up. And so the goal was to hustle, not to find a hustle, to hustle whatever, regardless of whatever talents I got, gifts I got.
She ain't
and
talking
I
about
have
selling
many.
cracker dope.
She said, yeah, just so y'all
If
know.
I-
She
no, I'm
said,
just- no,
any
no.
product.
Legit hustles.
Any product.
Legit
Yeah, we gonna get
hustles.
this buddy.
Legit hustles. I was like, my plan was always to just get money in any way that I can, so that I can provide a lifestyle where I can take care of me, my 3 children, keep a roof over our head, all of our essentials, and also be able to write and not have to worry about financial issues, or you know what I mean? So it was like, all right, I'm going to start. I started body contouring. That's where I started the Body by Shot brand.
And what's body contouring? Just go into that.
All
'Cause
right.
the
Yeah, break that
audience
down.
might
All
not
right.
know what
For
that
sure.
is. So, because you're talking about a lot of hustles.
Yeah.
I just want to reiterate.
Told you.
So we went from you doing, the writing. Then now we're going to a point in your life where you're like, okay, how can I, provide for my family? And then you said the body contouring, right?
Yep.
So let's dive into that.
Yep.
Let's get into that.
So I started with the Body by Shot and body contouring. So body contouring is basically non-invasive ways to contour the body, like non-surgical ways to get rid of fat, enhance the buttocks, because I can do like non-surgical butt lifts. But of course, you have to do other things like work out and eat right. So I discovered this trade in North Carolina. It was big in North Carolina, big in Atlanta.
Oh,
Nobody in
That-
Pittsburgh
that
was
makes
really
sense.
doing it. Yeah,
That
yeah.
definitely makes sense.
trying
Yeah.
to avoid the surgeries.
Yeah, nobody
Yeah.
in Pittsburgh was. I think there was one other I knew of,
We a
one
little-
other
we a little
person doing it
slow
at the
here.
time. Yeah, so I was like, all right,
A little. I'm just fine.
That's the truth. It's like, what's that? Well, you hear me? I'm like, I don't know what that is.
I gathered my 3 kids at the time and traveled to DC and had training from somebody that was from Atlanta. She was traveling and training. Got that training, picked up the trade, and I hit the ground running with it. I was like, and got the certification in March. By May, I was out there with it, like, because I did the services on myself first. I was like, let me make sure this is real.
Gotcha.
Like,
Let me mic a little closer. Oh, you good?
closer. Okay, like that.
Yeah, you good.
Okay. I'm like, I just wanted to make sure that it was something legit. I don't want to be no janky hustler. You know what I mean?
right,
So I'm
right.
like, I did the services on myself and I saw it working on me.
Mm.
And honestly, the way I was taught wasn't even the way that I was getting results. I had to really do some researching.
Oh, you did it on you.
To perfect it, yeah. And then I was like, all right, boom. So I got that going and I started building. I was working out. First I was traveling. My cousin Dawn was letting me use her car. I didn't even have a car at the time.
Yeah.
My cousin Dawn was letting me use her car. I was traveling doing it at first. And then I found a little office space on the north side in the African American Agricultural Building right off of Federal Street.
Yeah,
Like a nonprofit building. Renting a little small office space out of there for about a year.
Okay.
And then COVID hit. And I got all that money from COVID.
Everybody getting that money.
Yeah.
COVID year. That's the best year of every black person.
And I took that money from COVID and I invested in some waist trainers.
Okay.
And then I also invested in, because it went with the whole body contouring thing. So that's where the brand became, the Body by Shot brand.
Got you.
And then I found a building in Bellevue and I opened a full functioning spa. I used all my money to open a full functioning spa in Bellevue.
How much money you think you spent on that?
Let's see. Altogether, like 40 grand.
You know why? Because only people that win in this entrepreneur journey is the people that take action immediately.
Yeah.
With no hesitation.
Yeah.
And
You would have thought about that 40 grand?
Mm-hmm.
She wouldn't have did it.
Yeah.
The fact that she said, I'm jumping in.
Yeah.
I gotta make an apple cat.
Yeah.
And there you go. So you spent 40.
Yeah.
How much you think you got to return? That's where it hurt at.
And this listen, and I'm gonna be real.
Be real, yeah. Because the thing about entrepreneurship, there's wins and losses.
Absolutely.
And I was just telling him this week when I was talking to him, I was like, you know how many millionaires filed for bankruptcy?
Yeah.
Multiple times, but they don't talk about that.
Nope.
They already talk about the highlight of how much money
Yep.
they made. So it's like you don't really know about all those losses those billionaires and millionaires
Yep.
took. So
Yep.
let's speak on that.
So, and I'm pretty sure I went over 40 grand, like even with equipment and all of that. Like I redid the whole building. The building didn't look anything like it looked when I opened it, and it was beautiful. I'm gonna show y'all the space. It was gorgeous. So, in sales and actual services, I probably made back out of the 3 years that I was open. I probably made like. Then you got to think about payroll because I had a staff.
Mm-hmm. How many was on the staff?
I know I took a loss. At one point I had like 6 staff, like 6 people hired, and wasn't getting no traffic for real. All of the clientele was from my body contouring.
Got you.
And don't forget I expanded the services. So now we're doing
So
massages.
that targeted audience came there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
my
you
clients.
kind of treated this like cable, like how they be like, well, if you want HBO, if you want Cinemax,
You want Max?
matter of fact, even on this TV, we got Netflix too. But it's gonna cost you.
I ain't never think about it that way.
I used to be a
Yeah.
salesman for Verizon, so
Again, I'm just trying to get money, and and I had the space. I opened up the downstairs. I had an upstairs, downstairs, and then on the other, then I had a raunchy side of the basement where I was slinging out the waist trainers, and then I started a fitness wear line. Let's not even get
You
into
was out
that.
here trying to get in there any
my
means
life.
necessary.
Right.
But you know what?
That's
there was
hard.
one thing you just said. You said, as an entrepreneur, you gave me the little bell when I said I spent that 40,000. And you was like, when you gonna do it, jump into it. Like
You got to go.
Here's the thing, though. That's not always a good thing, and I've
It ain't
learned
always a good
that
thing. You right.
because right now I no longer have that business,
Mm-hmm.
and I took an L even with the fitness wear line. I took an L. Like with everything I invested, I didn't get it back. So you were asking how much I think I saw back. Maybe if we look at the whole profit and loss, I probably saw maybe 10 grand in profit off of sales. But I also was getting grants, so I did get. God found a way to give me my money back, so to speak, before I closed. And crazy thing is, when I closed, so I was open from 2021 until 2023, and I was open from 2020, I think, until 2023. Yeah. So I got a letter. I was open for a whole year where I didn't operate at all. I was cooking. So in the midst of me opening the spa with that money, I also bought a hot dog cart. Okay, I always wanted a hot dog cart. So strange. I don't know
So
why.
you took the L.
No, this
on
was
that
before
bit.
I took the L.
This was before you took the L.
I bought this when I opened the spot
Okay.
with the COVID money.
With the COVID.
With the COVID
So
money.
you found a new hustle while
I
that was
bought
going
them at
on.
the same time.
Okay.
Like I ran into this hot dog cart with that when I ran into that building too.
Gotcha.
So it was
Okay.
kind of like, at the same time. And the hot dog cart sat for years, like 2 years.
Well, look, not to cut you off, but even with, I feel like he rang the bell for 2 different reasons. Let me know if I'm right or not. Like he said, a lot of people, even with what we charge for people to come on, people even think that's too high. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I done seen people even responding. I sell T-shirts, old T-shirts. When I tell somebody $100 for an old T-shirt, they look at me crazy as hell. Like, $100 for this? Yeah, bro, it's $100 for this, bro. And then somebody else walked past and bad with no problem. But it's just, you know, understanding that you have a vision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that. I feel like that's what he was bringing that up for.
Okay. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like commending me on the fact that I could have done other
No,
things.
because it's like in our,
He could
in
have
our
just
culture,
literally blew through that shit. Could have been like, you know, we going to Dubai. Fuck it.
yeah, like, you know, people. But that's the thing about what people do in our culture is like, most people that don't want to go, that try to be like, oh, I want to be an entrepreneur, or I want to go into this area. 9 times out of 10, it's birthed naturally. And I'm noticing that how it's birthed. It's birthed because somebody got to hustle, or somebody has to figure out something, and then their backs to the wall. The next, you know, they're like, bro, I'm in entrepreneurship because I had no choice but to walk into this direction.
Yeah.
But the fact is, some people flinch because they're thinking instead of just jumping. It's like, bro, you're gonna have to.
You gotta
gotta
jump.
see what it looked like.
Oh, okay.
And they don't want to jump.
Absolutely.
They're afraid.
Okay, yeah.
They're so afraid, and it's like, I don't know. Maybe this might happen. This might happen.
Right.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Get in here and find out
yeah.
what's going to happen. If you never took that loss, it would have made you that smart.
I'm all for taking a leap of faith. So I understand what you're saying now. Yes. Absolutely. You got to take that leap of faith. But so yeah, the whole hot dog cart situation that was sitting. So fast forward, I was closed a year, and I bought that out because business started. I was that first year I was up, and then business started declining. But it was also because I was like newly divorced from a high school sweetheart. I'm like a free caged animal at this point.
Got you.
I'm taking that money that I'm getting and I'm traveling, doing all the irresponsible stuff that I did not do with the COVID money. I'm now doing it with the money that I'm getting in from the spot.
Just because that mindset that you're in at that time. Got you.
I was like,
I need to get free.
Yeah. And then I was in my feelings and it was just crazy. So that after that first year, I took that dip. Business started declining, and I was like, all right, I got to pull this hot dog cart out because I had that as plan B. So I was closed for a year. It wasn't, I didn't say, oh, I'm going to close, but I had to. I was like, all right, I'm going to use this hot dog cart, get my money up, and then put it back into the spot, maybe rebrand and do all that. Did that, and when in the process of that, I ended up getting, my landlord reached out to me. He was working with me all year, the landlord of the spa. He was like, look, I've been working with you, Shy. It is getting to like down. I don't know what else to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm taking the L at this point. And I was so sick. I remember when he sent the letter, I was like, oh my God, I don't want to lose my baby. This is my baby. I put so much into this. Like I was literally depressed crying.
Because you put a lot of work in
it. I felt like I was losing my child. Like, you know what I mean? I was sick. And so he gave me a certain time to get a certain amount of money. And I ended up doing it, right? I hustled up the money, right? Over like a weekend or something. Got him the money. 2 weeks later, I went through this whole like spiritual thing. It's hard to explain. I just woke up one day and I was like, I really love cooking. I was like, I want to go to school. Like, I really want to do this. This whole spa situation was never really a passion. It was just something that I was using this as a stepping stone. But I've really fallen in love with cooking. That hot dog cart made me fall in love with cooking. I was like,
small that brought back that memory.
Yeah, and then I was watching like people. I was set up at different vending events, and people really loved the food. You know, and I wasn't slanging hot dogs off this cart. I was cooking hibachi and all types of stuff. Like I had it set up at a bar at this the Fireman's Club in Penn Hills. They're closed now.
Okay.
A friend of mine.
I remember that spot too.
Yeah, he ran it, or he was like manager, and he had got me set up there. I was cooking out of there. I was cooking all type of stuff, like you know, and it expanded my menu. I wasn't even using the cart. I had a whole nother setup. I ended up selling the cart, and I was like, I just woke up one day out of nowhere, and I was like, I'm about to close the spa. It wasn't even, I wasn't even threatening to lose it no more. See, when I was threatening to lose it, I was snotting and sick. And then one day I was like, I really love doing this. Yeah. And I reached out to the landlord and I was like, you know what? I think
all good.
yeah. And I like, yeah. and I let it go, and I walked away. So that was September of 2023. And I've been like that whole 1 year that it was closed. I was working in the kitchen. I was like bouncing around at different restaurants, following my chef. So my first back of the house experience in the kitchen was while the spa was closed. Like while I was operating the food cart and all that, I was like, I wanted to get more experience. So I ended up working in I went back to the working field, working at a restaurant at the Sheridan on the south side, I think it's called. I was working in a restaurant, ran into a chef. We're still friends to this day. He was the first chef that hired me in the back of the house. Started off as a prep cook. Within the first 3 months, I was like kitchen manager.
Okay. Thriving.
Like, yeah. And that's when I knew. He was like, it's in you. He told me, like, he's been doing this for almost 20 years. He's like, I see it in you. And that's why I battled that for like that whole year. I was going back and forth. And then now one day I just woke up and I'm like, this is what I want to do.
Sounded like you just needed a sense of direction. And then you just had because you already had the hustle in you.
Had an epiphany.
Yeah, had an epiphany, and it just really hit home for you to be like, okay.
Yep.
I know exactly what I want to do. I know where I want to go with it.
Yep.
And just you going into the food thing, you know, so crazy. I got an entrepreneur mind, so when I be thinking about, I always think about what we don't have. Pittsburgh does not have a 24/7 soul food spot. So I just want to let y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? So whoever want to take that idea. I'm just letting you know because I have great ideas, but I'm not the person that be doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's not my expertise. But when you out, I don't club no more like I used to. But when I used to be out late night, bro, I know how you be like, bro, I'm hungry as hell. Like, where I'm gonna go?
That 3 o'clock.
You feel me?
You be sick,
bro.
for
When
real.
I was out in Miami, you go to 305, bro, get some fire ass soul food. You like, oh, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. We need something like that here.
Yeah.
We don't got that. Nobody don't have that here. And I'd be like, bro, I know. And it's like everybody, like, there's soul food. There's your independent people that do good cooking. But I'm like, why don't y'all just go get a spot and make it a 24/7 spot where all the partying is at, and y'all can bankroll all day, because niggas need some food. Like,
They do.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have no, this is a fast food city. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
There's fast food on
That
every
shit
corner.
terrible.
And it's terrible. So it's like, bro, only time you will get a home cooked meal unless you got a woman. You know what I'm saying? Unless you
got a woman,
you know somebody
you
that's
got
making
sisters,
no meal.
you got real
So-
deal friends. If you ain't got them, or you can't cook yourself, it's over,
That's
bro.
an idea.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
You know
And
what I
you know
mean?
what? When you travel other places, when you go other places, it makes you realize just how bad the food is here. It's my chef, I call him my chef. My chef, he's traveled all over the world and cooked. He can't win here in Pittsburgh.
Can't win here.
Because he's too knowledgeable in the culinary industry. He's done too much. So the style of cooking he brings to the city's not ready for it.
They're not ready. Yeah, they
Yeah.
behind.
Too small-minded.
Yeah.
They're too small-minded for them to like catch on to it.
Right. But I don't mind, like, how you want to put it. I don't mind giving Pittsburgh what they want. You know what I mean? I don't mind making wings and fries. Basically, is what I'm saying. I don't.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's what y'all eat.
That's definitely what it is.
Even though
Is that
Let me get some
hibachi?
wings. Let me get some
Is
fries.
that hibachi or chicken on the stick? It's bro, it's them 3. It ain't nothing else. I'm just saying. We ain't got originals, bro. Think about it. We ain't got originals no more.
Nope.
And everybody go down there for originals, pizzas.
Originals make so much money. Originals make
And they used to be open for
much
24 hours at a time.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was definitely, and I ain't gonna lie, that spot at Uncle with the $5 pizzas, fam. I used to be in the back
I
like,
ain't never been there.
facts. After the club, $5 pizzas, niggas, them little white college kids was all up in there. Yeah. We'd be up in there with them like, shit, we about to eat good up in this motherfucker, get a whole box. I'm talking about a 12 cup for $5. You in there smashing on that joint, drunk as hell. Like, I remember them days I used to be up in there. It's like it's like two streets back from McDonald's, and you just go right down the street. But it's like in the cut, you be like, oh, it's back here. Oh, y'all back here? Like, oh, yeah. So I definitely used to be out Oakland. Originals or that spot.
Yeah.
I swear.
Meanwhile, I'm like, I don't mind making wings and fries and hibachi. Like, that's actually my thing. It's so weird.
Hibachi?
Hibachi. I don't know how hibachi became like my thing, but I used to make it for my kids and my ex-husband back in the day. But like, that's my thing. Like, that's what I was working at Benihana's and everything for a minute. I ended up leaving, but I don't mind like making wings, even though I want to see, as far as the culinary industry is concerned, I want to be like chef. Like, I want to be able to make caviar from scratch. I want to I love the art of cooking.
What would be your top 5 to bring here?
To bring here?
Yeah, that you want to like, all right, this got to be a staple here.
To introduce to the city?
Yes, for sure.
As far as meals, if you had it on your menu.
Oh, for sure, authentic Mexican food. For sure, authentic.
Yeah, you can only get that like in Cali, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
He said yes because bro's from Cali.
Yes. I love it.
Oh, that's that where you from?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why they call me Lay. I used to be called LA. And then we shortened it up on some high shit. We was like Lay like the chips, and we laughed about it for like 2 hours. So I was like, fuck it, that's my name. We just went around with it.
Authentic Mexican food and
Arriba.
yeah, oh my god.
Nah, for real.
Even Chinese. We don't even got no real good
We
Chinese.
used to.
We did. We used to.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm
We
from
used to.
Detroit,
Yeah, but in
so-
Oakland, and when Oakland was original, this was like, I'm talking about 90s. My mom used to take me to this one, them Chinese movies.
It's been a while.
okay.
It's been a while. But I remember when they used to taste
It's fast.
fire, and now when I taste it now, you like, man, that's some bullshit. Like,
Why I think I know this one spot he talking about.
was
I think
on-
my mama used to take us
it's up the
to.
street from the hospital. Like,
Yes.
it used to be on that. That used to be
Yeah.
the fire Chinese food. Like,
Yeah, I know what you're
yeah,
talking
my
about.
mom used to take me when I was a kid,
Yeah,
and that used to be
see,
some real
Detroit,
Chinese people.
Everywhere you there's a fire Chinese spot on every corner in Detroit.
Any cats around there?
Yeah, nah, for real though. Because
You
y'all
be like,
talking,
bro, who got them cats, bro? I
how
don't want
y'all
that.
talking.
Like, yeah, just give me the shrimp from Ryan. I don't want none of that beef fry right.
Nah, bro, nah. I need the white meat. Y'all dog meat can't be trusted.
But it ain't a cat. I don't even know it. Like, that's the craziest thing. You don't even know. I be thinking about that like, damn, probably ain't one of them. Don't even know it.
But it was good.
It was good, though. It was fire, but you be like, man, swear, even though Chinese people would be in the mall, you just say, but you be like, this shit's fire. I'm gonna go over there and get some.
Bro, it was making me cry. I can't.
Swear.
Oh, God.
So what I say, Chinese, Mexican, let me see what else.
Chinese, Mexican, that's two.
Jamaican. The Jamaican food here is good.
Oh, we had some real Jamaicans here.
Yeah, we do.
Jamaican food be fire.
I don't know, honestly. Why you scratching your face? You crazy.
No, Wilkesburg had the
Yeah, I'm
real
about to say,
Jamaicans.
where was you going?
Yeah,
Wilkesburg had the real Jamaicans. Fire
Because I've
Shack.
And
tried
we got 2 spots out there too.
because I've tried to eat Jamaican food in other cities,
Yeah.
And it wasn't
and
hitting.
the one
ain't
on
the
the south
same.
side is fire.
You was like, oh, that shit hitting.
Philly's Jamaican food, Pittsburgh can't touch that.
All right, look, I done been to Philly. You might be right about that.
Oh.
But,
Oh, yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah, you definitely might. But I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
We definitely got 2 spots in Wilkinsburg for sure.
Yeah, fast.
I've never had. I
Those are
just
real
told my
Jamaicans.
mom
It's
that
Fire
I've never had the
Side,
one
and
in
there's another
Wilkinsburg.
one on the other side. It's called the
Yeah.
Trail Side. It's like going to the other school, but both of them. But the one on the other side got bigger portions. But Fire Side's known for like their pepper steak and rice, like
Yeah.
always. Curry
Fire.
chicken fire too. That's definitely fire. I ain't
We
gonna
for
lie.
sure need more African cuisine here.
Oh yeah,
We only
for
got
sure.
like 2 spots.
Yeah.
I ain't know that.
Yeah.
The one
I ain't never tasted
in
that
Squirrel
food.
You
Hill.
talking about with like the like
the
like
fufu
the
and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't never tasted
See,
that.
but even with that, I feel like some Jamaican spots carry that shit too. They don't out here, but I'm saying like when I went to Cleveland like 2-3 weeks ago, he had the fufu and everything. Facts, my man was eating that shit.
Oh really?
Yeah, that shit was fire. I ain't had none of the fufu though. I was eating my jerk chicken and I had like lemon pepper jerk sauce and mango sauce on it. This shit was hot as fuck, but it was good.
Yeah.
It was definitely good for sure. But he said it was good. He said he liked it and shit.
So you said Chinese.
So I said Chinese, African cuisine,
Jamaican.
authentic Mexican, Jamaican.
So yeah, one more.
Um,
one more.
Coney Island.
Oh yeah. So this is American cuisine, but for sure we need a good hot dog spot.
We don't got them.
No, we need Coney Island hot dog
Island.
spot. Don't get me wrong, Tula's, the North Side hot dog spots. I grew up on the North Side, so I bang with them, but they were nothing like Coney Island.
Got you.
It's something about that chili, y'all. Like, I'm
something
still
about
trying
that
to
chili.
perfect it. I'm almost there. I'm almost there
See, I'm
with
trying
the
to get it
Coney
right.
Island chili.
You ever been to Chicago?
No.
Yeah, I heard their
Oh,
hot
I've
dogs
been to
is
Chicago
fire out
once.
Chicago.
Yeah, they known for their hot dogs too.
Yeah, they is.
Oh,
They
really?
definitely-
I know they know
yeah.
for their pizza, the Chicago style pizza.
Yeah, but what's crazy is
New
they
York's
really
really
don't.
known
They
for
really
pizza.
don't eat their pizza
Oh,
for
yeah,
real.
yeah,
for
They
real.
really
Like they're
for
known for the
pizza.
deep dish, but they don't eat it for real.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of wild. But they deep dish is fire. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. But Chicago dogs, that's their signature dog. But their hot dogs in general are definitely really good.
Yeah, so my plan, I don't want to tell my plans, but I would love to open a hot dog shop here with Coney Island chili. Like I would love to somehow bring that here. Yeah, the wings, the fries. It's
Yeah,
all,
bring that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Please
like, if
bring
you go,
that
just
shit.
like if you gonna do it, like, do that. 'Cause
No,
you already
for
jumped
real.
in. The way you jumped into that other business, do the same thing for your passion,
what
for
I
what
love.
you really love.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, because at this point, it's just like you got 2 skills that that I can hear is the writing
Yeah.
And then you got the cooking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once the cooking go, then you can do the writing and do your thing.
Absolutely.
Even write your story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All about how you went through your process, the whole 9. And I feel like people would love that because, you know, women need empowerment.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's some people that might have low self-esteem, don't believe they can do these things, and that, you know, that information is always out here to beneficial for help other people as we read books from about other people that we're inspired by. So I look at that's the building block. So yes, definitely do that. Yeah. Because like Pittsburgh, as far as food, we need the late nights. We don't be having nothing. Like, you know what I mean? You never know. You might be at the crib like, I don't want to eat nothing. I just want to go out.
Yeah.
Go get something. There's times where I just left the house to go to the south side to go to that one spot to go get food.
Cambodia.
Yeah, I would go
that's
there
the
just to go
only
get something to
place.
eat.
Yeah,
You be
And
like,
they close early now.
They been to like 4 or
the
they
young
been to
boys
3.
is wild over there. They
Because they used to be outside cooking outside and everything. You ain't even had to go inside.
No, they would have dude in there cooking and
Right
the other dude in the back. And he'd be like, dang, all right.
He be like, you can go inside if you want that. He's like, but I got this right here. All right, say less, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They
I
basically
tried
let
to
me do
even
something.
start doing it, like, recently. I was trying to start doing late night meals outside of my house. I mean, coming to my house. Like, but nah, it got weird quick.
Yeah.
I shut that
You're a
down.
female, yeah.
I shut it down so
Have a
fast.
dude at your crib like, yeah, it was good.
You gotta pop out. Look,
Knocking on your window like, yeah, what's good, fam? I'm trying to get one of them bills. You like, yeah, I'm looking, though. Let me get your number, though. I'm like, what? Nigga, the fuck is you doing?
It lasted all about 2 weeks.
The deals
Time out,
probably was
or you-
wild.
It got,
Are you licensed? You licensed?
Yes.
what do you mean by license?
Licensed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, you know
Absolutely.
she
You
is.
should have just came to the door.
Absolutely. Yes, I
Hey,
am.
what's up?
Yeah.
You ready?
You need something?
All right, make sure your payment through? Okay, cool. Here you go.
I was almost ready to put that on my story. Like, I'm just letting y'all know that I most certainly carry.
She's about to pull the Duval. I got that foul.
Because they was getting weird fast. I'm like, but I shut it down after 2 weeks. I got kids.
You live in Pittsburgh. It's a little weird here.
Yeah, I was like, nah.
You got
After
some
the
dudes
third
weird.
week.
Just let it
Let's
go,
get
bro.
into the food that you brought for us today.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So I bought a hot honey chicken macaroni cheese. So it's basically a honey buffalo chicken
Okay.
macaroni and cheese. And I bought Salisbury steak, mashed potatoes cold as fuck in the middle.
Let's go. Let's go.
Luckily, we got a microwave.
I bought the Salisbury steak.
For sure. Just so y'all know, this episode is sponsored by Eon. From Thursday to Sunday, come down, show some love. We got great drink specials. We got great blue, great solar. You can watch the game in here, man. Yeah, bro, definitely.
Down low, down low, down low, down low. I like my top.
Man, it fresh. I got you, nigga.
I'ma
I'ma show these niggas what to do with one of your beats, man. Hey, hey, I'm shutting the whole block down. Hey, here comes trouble, homie. I'ma tell you how the king like to ride, homeboy.
I like my beat down low and my top lit. You see me ride 24. Hey, shop, hey, holla at ya like you're getting wood high. And your top lit back if you're real sick high. Hey, yo, with those bitch black, I like my beat down low and my top lit back. You see me ride 24. Hey, shop, hey, holla at ya like you're getting wood high. And your top lit back if you're real sick high. Hey, yo, with those bitch black.
So we about to tap back in.
All right.
So we getting served right now,
I made me a little drink. That's kind of good.
and this is fire. Oh, you talking about that little? You made you a little drink. All right, do your thing. She just did a little mix up over there. But this. Now go through it real quick one more time for the audience, real
All
quick.
right.
And
So
what we eating on? Because this is fire.
I'm going ahead and put this disclosure out there. I'm disappointed in the gravy, but it's all good. The gravy should have been thicker. But I did a
It ain't thicker, but it's good.
yeah.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Y'all just heard me smacking my bad.
You know them eating little YouTube videos.
Oh, this a mukbang. We done turned this into a mukbang. So I did a hot honey chicken macaroni. So the macaroni and cheese, I made it like there's chicken in the macaroni cheese. There's a Cajun, I grilled chicken and put Cajun seasoning on it, some other stuff, and made the macaroni like a buffalo flavor. Add a little bit of buffalo sauce in it, and I made it like I make my original mac. And then the chicken on top, I deep fried, and then I put buffalo sauce on it, and I added some honey and a little bit of ranch. And then the mashed potatoes are just mashed potatoes. They are homemade, just straight potatoes. And then the Salisbury steak is turkey meat. I don't really like cooking with ground beef.
Okay.
Yeah, I use turkey meat, and then I don't really use pork for real.
I don't eat beef, I don't eat pork.
Yeah, I don't really use pork for. So if you ever buy a meal from me, like greens or green beans, I'm for sure seasoning it with turkey. Gotcha. And then the corn, I mimicked Buffalo Wild. Is it Wingstops? They have this. I love their deep fried Cajun corn. I tweaked it just a little bit. Added a little bit of honey and some other little seasonings. But
Corn is fire, bro.
You like the corn?
Yeah. Yeah. So crazy. I know a dude that hate corn. He be like, it's the devil. This shit is fire.
I know a lot of people that don't like corn.
I know a lot of people that don't like corn. You be like, bro, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, I love corn.
They be like, it's stuck in my teeth. Like, nigga, this shit good as hell. This shit is fire, fam. You think my play about to be going in a minute. Oh, God, bro.
Facts. I'm trying to.
He over there trying to maneuver with the mic.
I'm trying to turn this motherfucker just a little bit.
So this is the passion of you getting into the cooking.
Yeah.
And basically, what led you down this experience from, there's a thing I always like to tell people is like, there's your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Mm-hmm. Your subconscious mind is turned on when you're a kid. Mm-hmm. I read a book on this. You don't control your subconscious. I mean, you don't control your subconscious mind as a human being. We only could put information in it, and the way the information goes into that part of your brain is bad.
Wait a goddamn minute.
That corn. You like that corn?
Corn busting.
Fire, bro.
You ever see the little meme when you see the kid and he be eating?
So you watched your mom cook great meals.
Shout out to Mom Dukes.
Shout out to Mom Dukes. Hold up. Hit the horn.
Shout out to Minister Mary.
You know what I'm saying? Because you watching that, I don't think you really realize that's where you got it from until it hits you in that spiritual moment.
Absolutely.
And it's like whatever we see as a kid, and this is something that I do a lot of meditation, so I go and I examine my life all the time, and I always realize that a lot of information of who I am today was stuff that I picked up as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
And you gotta, some of that stuff you gotta get rid of, but some of the stuff is beneficial for you because you learned some great, valuable things. Yep. So I call that self-evaluation. That's another conversation. But you picked up on this great skill on this food we eating right now. I just want to let y'all know that shit.
You want to know the crazy thing is, I am in right now. I'm in a season of isolation. Okay. I've been shut out from the world for like the past couple months since 2024 started, basically.
Rope time.
And what you just said right now is everything that I had an awakening about all of that. Like I'm like, because I had a couple people ask me, where did this come from? Like, where did you all of a sudden just start? I didn't all of a sudden just start cooking. Like, if you really know me, I've always been the cooker. Like I was a wife, and that's what I had to do. I had to feed my family. So I've always cooked, but I didn't realize I loved to cook.
I ain't gonna lie, we about to be part of the family, guys. When's the next cookout? I mean,
that's what I was about to say in my head. Like, when's that cookout?
I didn't realize I loved to cook out until I went through all of that stuff. You know, it's it was all aligned. Like this was all destined. It was all aligned. But I got that same awakening that you just said. I just recently went through that. And I was like, that's where it started. It was me watching my mom use it as a therapy. And at one point, I hated cooking just because I associated it with being a wife. Gotcha. So when I got divorced, I was going through a boatload of emotions, and anything that made me feel like a wife, I hated. So for a while after my divorce, maybe a year or two after my divorce, I didn't even want to cook.
So like you were still like healing from that?
Yes.
Like a crisis identity?
Yes.
Well, identity crisis?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So, I felt like I gotta cook. I don't got no husband to cook for, you know?
Yeah, so it was just like you was going through your healing process. And you're probably like still coming out of that, like you said, isolation. Because like, I feel like that's the season I'm in kind of. I feel like a few people's in that. I don't know why, but you know what I mean? It's an isolation stage of growth where you got to just sit in and go the direction that God is trying to direct you to instead of trying to fight against the direction that you want to go through.
Yes.
And I noticed that when I was fighting depressed, stress, always mad, everything, want to give up on all of it. And then, you know, when you don't fight against it, you just roll with it. You're like, all right, cool.
Yep.
It makes everything much more easier and just let the flow instead
Yes.
of blocking the flow. And I think that's where we, as human beings, just got to understand, like, there's seasons, and we talked about this on the call. We got to shout out to the Next Level community. We got an entrepreneur group that we're in. We on morning wake-up calls every morning. So when we on these morning wake-up calls, we be speaking. I'm a board member. He's a board member. We got a few other board members. And when we be talking, have those type of conversations, and I was talking about seasons. I was like, every time in your life you go through seasons, but you got to know what season you're in. And I never used to know what seasons I was in, and I had to understand is that these seasons will never stop until the day you die.
Absolutely.
And I didn't really understand that, and I was like,
I'm just learning.
I was thinking like, in my mind, I'm thinking you hit a goal, that's it.
That's no.
Like, no, it ain't that. No, it's goal next
And what's
level.
next? Absolutely.
No, goal
Listen.
next level, and then it's like, be okay. And then I said this to them on the call. I said, you ever see that grandma that always says to you, "It's okay, baby." And you're like, why are they so calm? Because they endured all the seasons so many times that they know how to walk through it. So I have to learn how to walk through my seasons, being okay when it rains, being okay when it storms, being okay. So that's that humble monster. Like, it's okay, bro. It's storming right now, but I'm good. And then you'll just learn how to, when you learn how to navigate that, you have that emotional intelligence for whenever the season arrives. You're like, bro, this is normal. And that's why I see millionaires, and that's why they're able to do what they do, because they know how to ride the seasons.
So at one point, when I would go through these seasons, I would be like, I thought that there was something wrong with me. Like, why do I why is this a repetitive thing? I just recently went back and looked at my TikToks from last year, and I was like, last year at this time, I was in a season of isolation. The year before that, at this time, I was in a season of isolation. Every year at this time, it's going to be my season of isolation.
Preparation.
Because it's the beginning of the man-made New Year, because my New Year starts
April 1st is really supposed to be the New Year.
I always
don't know that. That's why they call it April Fool's.
Because it's the spring first, but that's a whole different story. That's when you're supposed to manifest and all of that. Yeah, but I noticed that it was like it's a repetitive thing. So everything you just said, that's true. We're going to constantly go through these seasons, but every time I come out of this season, I elevate higher. Every single time. In the 1 year that I didn't go through the season, in 2021, when that was my year of fun, when I got those divorce papers, and I'm like, I'm a free agent. I didn't go through this season. I was straight playing and partying and all that, and they pulled me back. It pulled me back. I lost a lot behind me not having that season. So I embraced this season, and I'm just learning this now, like within the last couple of weeks since I've been in this. 37.
I'm 36.
Oh, okay, so it's this last couple
start
weeks.
Understanding now.
Yes.
Like, as you get, and that's
As
one thing
the
I had to
older I
learn.
get,
30s is like, this is my, I always tell everybody, that's my uncle gave me the most wisdom. He said, 20s, they're your fuck up years.
You're fucking up.
You're fucking up. He said, 30s, you should be rebuilding. He said, 40, you got to be walking in that as gold.
Yeah.
You should understand how this works.
Yes.
He said, then all them other older ages, you should be getting to it. Because you got an understanding now. And now I understand it's not age, it's maturity. It's what we go through that matures us to help us learn. Because if you ain't never been through what somebody else been through, you don't have their maturity.
Right.
Because you don't understand how that actually feels on what they're going through.
Right.
So I understand, like, we have to get to a point in our lives where we just, like I said, going through the emotion, allowing it to take place, understanding it, and adjusting to it, and then being like, okay, what is this teaching me? Like, what do I need to learn in this? And then sometimes you might not know the answer right away, but that means you got to sit still.
Yep.
That's for me. I
Trying to rush through it.
You trying to hurry up. Let me get through this real quick. I'm trying to hurry up.
Yeah.
Like, that's not going to work, bro. You got to sit in this for a second to know how you navigate.
I read a meme on Instagram today that said, when you are celibate, it says celibacy and isolation makes you feel like you are psychic. And they were being funny, but it's like you hear and so much is revealed to you when
You
you're
just
quiet.
you just peep a lot of different stuff.
Oh my God, it's
A
scary.
lot of different stuff.
When you go in that, when you lock your,
That
when you
pain.
shut everybody out. Oh my God, so much is revealed to you within yourself. Other people are revealed to you. Like it's crazy.
It heightens your senses.
Yeah,
like
and then
super crazy.
And then you mix that with not because I'm celibate. Well, I practice celibacy. I don't like to say I'm celibate because if I slip up, I don't want nobody like she said.
Oh, you laugh.
She said, yeah, so like,
You laugh.
yeah, you don't need God to be honest. Like, come on now.
You got a cracker.
I try to practice celibacy, but when you're not mixing, when you're not creating those soul ties, and you isolating yourself from the world, you hear everything.
And you pay attention to a lot of stuff that you didn't pay attention to before, just because you was rushing. Like I know me and him was talking about it because I used to smoke, but I quit. And when I quit, it's like a lot of stuff became more clear. The things around me, what people were saying, I was like, damn, I was really just not.
Can you hit
paying
that
attention.
sound button for his plate?
Oh yeah, cause this
Show his plate.
this shit crazy.
Show his plate.
Let me pull this joint up because this shit crazy. Crazy.
Bro said that's dinner.
Crazy.
Tonight.
Crazy.
I'm over here still trying to finish. Like my stomach full as
This shit
hell.
crazy.
I got a small belly, bro. I'm
Crazy.
taking
All
up.
right.
All
like,
good,
damn.
bro. All good, bro.
But go ahead.
But yeah, just damn, I don't even remember where I was at. I ain't gonna stunt the food. Definitely, yeah. That food, yeah. But I definitely don't remember what I was saying. What was I saying?
Dag, what was you saying?
I'm trying to remember. I ain't gonna lie. You started me start thinking about the food
I'm
again
sorry.
and shit.
My bad, my
I was
bad,
over
my
here,
bad.
eyes closed.
My bad.
Oh, when I quit smoking. But when I quit smoking, I started peeping just certain stuff that I was blocking out because I didn't want to deal with it. And I was like, oh, so I'm just smoking so I cannot care. Like it got to that, like literally I was like this. Like I would come into, where I work and all that shit, like, and wouldn't care what nobody had going on. People be trying to go in my cart, see what I got going on and shit. Like, damn, bro, what inventory you got today? And I wouldn't even try to conversate. I'm in and the fuck out.
Same.
And then
Been
when they
there.
see me, like, damn, all you do is smell like weed. Like, literally. Like, on 90 North. So, once I got to that, I was like, all right, yo, you're smoking way too fucking much. You need to get this time back. You're using your time just to smoke for like, yes, I'm getting everything done. Don't get it fucked up. I'm talking about everything getting done. But with me smoking too, on top of that, it's like, bro, you're missing out on at least 2 hours every day. At least 2 hours. You could have been doing anything else productive. Read a book, anything. You know what I mean? So trust me, like clarity is what everybody needs. Some people don't be thinking that shit.
But you need it.
You definitely need clarity.
I got a 17-year-old.
Okay.
And I just told her, I said, one thing about weed. Weed is definitely like it makes you do, like it gives you, if you're not a lazy person, you will be productive when you hit the blunt. Like when you have, but you don't pay attention to things within. Like you ignore everything that you're struggling with within.
You do.
You see how you said I lost all that time. Yeah, you can lose years behind weed. I know it sounds crazy.
No, you're right.
No, you
But
can't.
when it's a habit, you can you forget. So, like you like, dang, I didn't even realize I was depressed.
Yeah.
But I was that.
They had a couple people hit me
I
with
feel
that.
like if you smoke like super heavy, I'm a smoker, but I don't smoke super heavy. So I'm not like
An avid smoker.
I gotta be productive throughout my day.
Yeah.
See?
I can't be doing like
I ain't gonna
so
lie
I'm
to
like at the end of the day. Like, you know what I'm
like
saying?
a wind
Once
down
your
type
day's done.
smoker. Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
one, or it's night. All right, let me smoke a little something. But it's not like I gotta blow it right now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
As soon as I woke up.
like, see me, I used to be like that too.
And my problem
But I know
is,
that over the time, but I agree with both of y'all because at one point in time, I was just smoking so much that I felt depressed. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I got to a point in my mind was like, all right, bro, just cut back. But even when I do smoke, for me, it just be like, I just be in deep thought.
yeah.
I'd be so much in deep thought, I think like galaxy type stuff. And people are
Me
like,
too.
bro, you be like, bro, you want some different? I'm like, I think so deep. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be like, I'm so much into, when I'm sober, it's like when I meditate and stuff like that. When I go in my meditations, it's different. It's like, ever since I tapped into this 2 years ago, it's like, this has changed. I used to be an angry person. I'm not the angry dude no more. It's like, it kept me, and it helped me understand, like, this is just a vessel. And I'm operating in it
Yeah.
but God's talking to me in it.
Yeah.
And you can hear him because you know the direction. We know it's like every human being knows their right from wrong. There's no, I don't care who you say, like, oh, he don't know right from wrong. No, they know right from wrong.
I feel like some people
They just
can't
have a
see it,
habit.
bro.
They just no, they got habits, bro. That
I feel like
block
some
that
people
out.
can't see it,
It
bro.
blocks it, bro.
Only reason why I say that is because, all right, with me and him, we done known each other since we were teenagers, but it was more so like you ever see the movies and you always see people cross paths? That was me and him. Like literally cross paths multiple times. I'm talking about from jobs to when we was young, all types of stuff. But every time we had certain conversations, literally, damn near every time we crossed paths, we had certain conversations that we were transparent about everything that's going on. You know what I mean? And bro, there's some people that they just don't think like that, bro.
They
And
don't.
You can tell by how you read them when they just do certain things. You be like, okay, you just don't understand that
But
yet.
they're blind though, bro.
I was gonna say, I feel like they know right from wrong. It's just that they don't want to accept that it's like they don't care that it's wrong.
You don't want to accept it.
Like I know it's wrong, but I don't care that it's wrong.
All right, let's put it
Hold on,
like
let's-
this.
hold on.
Wait.
Go
Let's put
ahead.
it like this. All right, let's say, think about the kids that live in like Arabia, and they tying bombs to their chest. It's the same thing. They don't care. They already know I'm down for this cause. This is what it is.
But they
That's a
think that's
belief,
right.
though.
But
That's
they
a
think that's
belief.
right.
But that's what I'm
They've
saying.
been taught
though.
that that's right.
That's a belief.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like it's even think about it.
But
It's,
belief is strong, bro.
it's like that
any-
in the neighborhoods, bro. Think about it. They think like, okay, either I'm gonna die or go to jail.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like
Yeah.
That's
how
why I said
ain't
like
gonna
living
start
in
for a
ignorance,
minute.
bro. They're blind, bro.
Yeah, even us
Yeah.
for a minute.
Like, all right, prime example, that's what I was about to say about us. Bro, I never forget when I was in the crib, bro. I opened the window. I'm shooting the gun out in broad daylight out the window in my mom's crib, bro. This is in the hood in Wilkesburg back when we was young. When I think about that in my head, and be like, bro,
Why would you do something?
why would I do that?
But look,
But that's being ignorant.
Even
I'm
with
not.
you
I
saying
don't.
that.
I don't know.
But listen,
Like
though.
I know it's kind of wrong, but in my mind, I'm thinking it's okay.
But you just proved
but
his
listen
theory.
though. No.
Yeah,
but
that
listen though.
proved his theory.
Even with you saying that, bro, after you did it, you ain't keep shooting. You closed the window, didn't you?
No, I kept shooting.
Nah, bro. Come on now.
God, I
All
gotta
right,
shoot.
look. I did the same thing, but after I shot that joint off, I said, bro, it's broad daylight. Let me go back in the crib.
See, I didn't do that. I was
You
just
know what
like,
I'm saying?
I was busting. And then once the clip ran, I was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, bro, you still closed the window though. You wasn't just
I
you wasn't in the middle of the street.
No.
Bro, you busted out the window. You see what I mean? Like it's still, bro, it was still a difference on how you did it.
But I thought it was okay.
But of course, you thought it, but like I said, bro, it's still different, bro. You just ain't running in the middle of the street on Penn Avenue, like, you know what? You wasn't on Brighton. You know what? I'm gonna just let this joint off.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying with that, yeah, we still had that narrative of, damn, I might not make it past 25, but we still had dreams and goals and things that we thought after 25 still. You know what I'm saying? That's all that I'm saying. I'm just saying everybody don't got that. And sometimes they need stuff like this for them to hear stuff like
Yeah.
this. Not just us talking, but even you talking.
yeah.
And we're talking about us living 3 different lives.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm talking about between not like me, him, you. I'm talking about you have 3 different lives you lived. He has 3 different lives he lived. I have 3 different lives I lived. You know what I mean? Shit, we might
And
really be
more to come.
superheroes. We
And
might be
more to
super-
come.
Oh yeah, for sure. For
I'm
sure.
not done with my
I ain't
I
either.
change every day.
Hey.
You know what
So
I
what's the
always
best
say?
thing that you learned in that process of it is in isolation? I just want to know that.
The
The best,
recently?
like that, yeah, recently, like that really is like, yes. Like you're grateful for that. You know that thing that you like, oh, yes, I'm glad I learned this.
You know what? It's what you said earlier. How when I understood that the things that I feel like the depression that I get every season around this time, it's not just depression. Like it's more to it. It's not just me feeling down because it's a new year or whatever I got going on. It's more to it. So that was the best part for me to understand. Like this is all just a part of the process. This is not just depression. This is a season where I am pulling myself back, shutting the world out. I might walk around looking crazy or whatever, not doing my hair or whatever the case may be. But in this season, every year, I'm noticing, like I said, that it's the same time every year. In that process, while I'm so-called depressed, I don't want to call it depressed, but that is what, it's not just depressed. It's the season.
It's a season. It's just like, you know, just
it's all a part of it though.
the season's telling you to pull back.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
And I think I'm using the word depressed because I just
That's how you felt at this
right
time.
because
Okay.
I love being outgoing and I love to vlog and be on the internet and you know what I mean, like I want to be on the forefront, but when I get pulled back it kind of lets me down a little bit because it's like, dang, I hate being in the background, like, but I need that in order to level up. And I think that's when I came to that understanding, like this is a part of your power, like you're a powerful person.
I'm glad you're saying that to yourself.
Yeah.
Self-talk is very important.
Yes.
So we can say some fucked up shit to ourselves.
Yes, because when you go from thinking what's
Wow.
wrong with me to like this is who I am. Like
Yeah.
I'm meant to do this. Like in order for me to save lives, in order for me to help women, in order for me
believe
to
in yourself.
Yeah, I got this season is necessary. So that me having that epiphany, I think was the most beautiful thing out of this whole season right here. Now there was some things that I noticed, and again, in your season of isolation, unfortunately, you don't come out of that. You don't come out of isolation with the same people you came in.
Right, facts.
It
ain't
That's
supposed
the
to be
dead
like
weight.
that.
That's the
Ain't
dead
supposed to
weight.
be
I
right
know.
there. And it hurts.
Yeah, it does.
But
It
I'm gonna be
does.
real. Like that happened to me in one of my seasons. But when that friend came back around, it gave me an understanding. It was like, no, everything good. I said, no, everything's good. It's just that I know where I'm going now.
Yes.
And once you know where you're going, it doesn't bother you. Because you know, like, all right, that person's just not going in the same direction. And I understand that we're cool because of certain environments or
Yes.
certain habits or certain things we do.
But when
So
I
it's
shed
like,
myself of those certain habits and certain things that we're doing,
we got to disconnect.
we got to. And I still love you,
Yeah, still love them.
but I gotta love you from over here.
Some
Yeah.
people understand it, some people don't.
And they don't. And that's why I said it's two type of people that you will be revealed to you in your season. It's those that supports that season of isolation and those that will never get it. And they might get it, but they just still
Get it
try
later.
to force themselves in. But you don't respect it. When you don't respect where I'm going spiritually, you're not for me, unfortunately.
Right.
But I still love you, but you're just not for me. But yeah, I think that was the most, understanding that and learning that was the most beautiful thing that I've experienced during this season. And
That's
I'm still
super
in it
dope.
for real.
No, that's super dope, though. You know what I mean? Because you got to learn from those situations. You have to learn from them. And it's like you either learn or get your ass whooped by the situation.
Yep.
And you don't want to get your ass whooped by the
No,
situation.
you
'cause you'll be
don't.
on your knees talking about, oh, Lord, help me.
No, you don't.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad you took heed to that because a lot of people don't take heed to where they at. You said you're 37, right? So just even, I'm 30, like I said, me being 36, I think it's like, I think at this age and range in your 30s, you kind of start understanding how life really works. Because like I remember in the beginning of the 30s, I was playing, messing around, playing around. Then, you know what I'm saying? It's like clubbing, partying, then just traveling. And then I just look back on all the pictures and like what you said when you said you look back on all your old, was
My
it
TikTok.
TikTok. I remember I got 2 Instagrams. I got my old Instagram and my old life. And as I go all the way down to the bottom and then look all the way back up, all my videos is down there just smoking weed and
Yeah.
and I'm like, the fuck am I doing? Like, and it's like, and I see the growth now. Like, oh, you'll never catch me doing that. You'll never catch me like having fun out with smoking a blunt. Like, bro, we don't do that. Like, I'm gonna go quietly in the cut with him, do my thing, and then I'm gonna come back and do what I gotta do. But it's like, and I look at the other Instagrams, like more business, more of what I'm doing now, and I'm like, oh, this is a whole different person.
Yeah.
And then I'm in a gym, it's like a whole different person.
Yeah.
It's like the values are, once your values start changing from the core, it's like now you start changing how you moving out here. And I always said this to myself is that I finally got it this year and I finally understand it. Never judge your life based on your outer circumstance outside of your body. And I had to really understand that because I was always judging my life based on what I had and not with who I am. And that's a self-esteem issue that I didn't realize I had as a kid that I had a low self-esteem. And I had to start saying, and I read this $1 Million book and he said, the most powerful thing you could say to yourself over and over inside of yourself, every time I feel like I'm like down or feel like I'm bad, I say, I love myself. And it bring me right back up. I'd be like, I love myself. I love myself.
That remind me
I love
of
myself.
80.
I'll say it inside of myself though, without nobody here talking. And literally myself.
Do you have kids?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I got 7 kids.
Oh.
Yeah. I got Steph's kids though.
Oh, okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? But my biological kids is 4.
But you got
but you know what I'm saying? But my woman and, you know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all got a
situation.
Yeah, I got a
So
stepson too.
Yeah, so we had kids together, you know what I'm saying, when I got with her. But all together we got 7. But the first 3 is old as hell. They're like 17, 16. 2 17-year-olds about to be 18, graduating this year. And then I got a 16-year-old son. So my other ones is the little ones. Those are the upcoming generation. That's the last Mohican right there. Like, we're going to cut the line right there.
I was going to say, my kids are that reminder. You know how you said, I tell myself, I love myself. My kids are that for me. Like, when I get in that space, it's like they love you regardless.
Facts.
And they know when you going through something too.
Facts.
They come
do.
through.
They feel it.
Yeah,
They feel it.
for sure.
They feel it.
They start messing with you, asking you stuff.
No, not even that. My youngest daughter will just come up and give me a hug, and she's like, "Dad, I just love you." And I'm like, "I love you too, baby." You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes a big difference. Like, even like he said, affirmations with yourself. Do affirmations. I do affirmations with my kids, and it's real simple. I asked them one day, I'm like, "Who's important?" I was like, who's the most important person? And it's like, Daddy, Mommy. I said, nah. I said, you're the most important person. So when I said, I'm like, who's important? They're like, me. I'm like, all right, I love y'all. Have a good day.
Yeah.
So it's just like things like that, just so they understand that you want to make sure that you're cool more than anything. I don't want you to try to make sure I'm all right if you're not all right.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it starts with you first.
Right.
Always make sure that you're cool first, because it starts there. You know what I mean? But when it comes to just us as people, if we don't go through this, there will never be a change. There will never be a change.
You'll stay stagnant. You'll be you'll stay stuck where you at.
Yeah, ain't got time for that.
Yeah, and I think people are afraid. See, that's how you know when you just really have like a real spiritual connection. Like when you are really spiritual and you tapped in.
Because you can just discern.
Yes, because it's like people don't, like y'all, we said, they don't know. Like, I think people are afraid of this. Don't get me wrong, I was afraid of this season before too. Like, I was like, what is going on? But it's like when you embrace it, it's such a beautiful thing, because you know when you come out of the other side,
you ain't rushing.
it's up. When I tell you it's unbelievable the amount of blessings. I gotta acknowledge God. Like, I have to.
Speaking of blessings, shout out to this plate once again, just so y'all know. I'm gonna just keep shouting it out.
Facts, you doing it up. I said, I'm going to take my
You was right. You was right. I'm just letting you know. You was right. All right. I don't know what she was talking about.
Yeah, it's facts.
Yeah, like, I already knew it was fire when bro did this. He said,
you feel me?
matter of fact, his just on the other side. He said,
let's move this about the way. I'm about to get
you
busy.
talking all that spiritual stuff. This plate is
no,
fire.
I swear to God, in the midst of him
put the
talking,
spiritual love in
in the
it.
midst of bro talking, after he got done talking, I swear to God, he went straight to the plate. He said,
He did. I did.
I'm still trying to finish my stuff. He's like, oh, bro, you fool as hell.
bro died right in the water. He said, I could swim.
It's weird.
No, but in this particular season of isolation, this one was different, because I feel like I knew it was coming. Like this season right here, I felt it coming, and then again while I was in it, that's when I went back and I'm like, dang, this particular time of the year, I'm always in it. But I can't when I was dead in the middle of it, I'm like, why do I gotta keep going through this? I'm so tired of this. Like, but then it was like overnight, I got another epiphany, and I saw how everything was lining up. When I come out of this, it's really up. And I can't, and I told my sister, I said, I'm not discussing nothing I got going on the podcast, because I got literal instructions to shut up.
I love that you said that, because that means that's God telling you,
Absolutely.
hey, yeah, I mean, when sometimes, and I feel like just a few nights ago, I was in a meditation session, and he showed me he literally showed me like my whole life of what it would look like with a lot of money. And then after he showed me, he was like, that don't mean nothing.
Wow.
I was like,
that's crazy.
I'm like, dang, you know why you said that? He said, because I have ego issues when I do something. And he said, we got to take out, the reason why I'm telling you that is because I don't want you to think that you did that. I need the glory.
Oh,
when
yeah.
I give you that.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm right now this season, I'm removing your ego. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you don't got a big one, but you got one of those ones that if you do something and you accomplish something, you feel like you did it all. And that was my problems. Like, even this podcast, I felt that way, saying, like, I did that. and it hit me, was like, nah, I did that. I gave you that. I gave you all that. You're just the vessel to move that. But he's like, but you ain't understand that. So I felt like, he said, that's what I'm doing to you. That's why this season right now, I got you in this rebuilding stage, because I'm rebuilding this new character I want you to be. And I was like, all right, I'm rocking with you. I'm with it. He said, oh, you usually used to fight against me with this. And I used to try to run, or, yeah, man, that's why he's like, don't run. I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna run.
Don't you go nowhere.
I'm gonna stay right here. I ain't gonna
Gotta stop running.
I was about to run from it, but like, he's like, nah.
He looked at you like a cop. Don't move.
Don't move.
No, hey.
But the best part about it is, like you said, I went through this so many times.
That's heavy, bro.
I went through it so many times. He said, that's why you ain't panicking this time. I was like, oh, that's why I ain't screaming or nothing, or complaining or moping or nothing. He's like, because you know what it's about. He said, this time you can see clearly what's going on. So do what you need to do and do what you got to do. But faith without works is dead. So have faith and put in work.
You're right.
And then everything will fall. But make sure when I give it to you, it wasn't you.
You acknowledge who it was.
And
that's the purpose.
And that's where I would get. That's why my blessings, every time I would get them, I couldn't really get more than what I wanted. Because he was like, if I keep giving you these blessings, you always think it's you. And that was my problem. Now he's like, that's why I can't let you go so far. I got a whole bunch ready for you, but I can't give you that if you start you smacked off your pedestal doing that. And that was one of my rules with God. That was my vow. It was like, if you ever put me at the top, make sure I'm humble enough to stay there long enough.
Wow.
I don't ever want to get knocked down.
You want to know what I feel like God was teaching me in this season? I feel like he wanted me, you heard me say, I got strict instructions to shut up. What I feel, who I am counteracts what you just said. Like, it's like contradicts what you just said. So I do this a lot. And it's not because it might come off braggy, but it's not me bragging. It's straight testimony. Because I'm so quick to be like, I want y'all to see how God is. Like, he is, or God is, he uses me to represent who he is. I've been through so much. It's so crazy. And I just be so ready to just share it, because it's like, I want y'all to understand how real he is. But at the same token, it also opens doors for like monitoring spirits. People who just who pretend like they're supporting, pretend like they love to see it, but in reality, they just waiting for your downfall.
They trying to find a way to pull you down. Yeah. They trying to tug your tail.
Yes, that was one of the biggest lessons I learned with that spa. Opening that spa and that Body by Shy, that brand and that fitness wear. Again, I was so loud about it, not because I just wanted to be like, yeah, I'm this and that. No, I just wanted y'all to see God. You was just telling your story. Yeah. Right. And some people took it as me being bragging, but it wasn't. I just wanted y'all to see how real God was, but it backfired on me. So, and God showed me that. So now in this season, he's teaching me to shut up. I just told my sister yesterday, and look, he told me not to even say nothing to the closest people to me. Not because they're monitoring spirits or not because they don't support, but it's just because he wanted me to not say anything to them, because he was like, you're training me. Like, if I will give you this, if you don't even say nothing to your kids.
Keep it to yourself.
I didn't even tell
I love the fact that you saying that, because what did I say to you, bro? When I did that one call and all that shit started happening to me, I said, I'm going to shut my mouth.
Yeah.
I said, I got to shut my mouth.
No, facts.
And every time I lie to you now, every time I've been walking from the gym, that's all I can hear in my head. Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
He said, don't talk too much. And then you know the reason why, bro? Because when you start speaking out loud, I feel like, I'm not, I know what they call it, the devil and all that.
The enemy.
But, the enemy, whatever. But I feel like
he
here too. So I just like, certain things certain things he tell me quietly, he be like, don't say that out loud. Keep that one to yourself.
Because he want to say this, do you want to show everybody that you fighting it off, or do you want to fight off your own battle within yourself and keep it pushing? Because there be so much that you can, like you said, participate in, but you don't have to.
Right.
You don't have to. Regardless, they're going to act how they act. They're going to hate how they hate. They're going to feel how they feel, just because the type of spirit that you got moving in you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So with that already being acknowledged, now they're like, I gotta
really.
dim his light some way,
Yep.
somehow.
Yep.
Or I gotta dim her light. Fuck that. And
Yep.
but it'd be something minor to us though. We be like, all right, it was like them throwing a pebble. You like, but it'd be more than one pebble.
I was about to say too many
Nah,
pebbles.
keep listening.
You start
It'd
feeling
be
like a boulder.
It'd be more than one pebble. So certain things you just gotta keep to yourself.
Yep.
What? Who was it? Kobe. Prime example. When he had, I think they was up 2 in the finals. And he was like, yeah, so how you feel about it? He's like, the job ain't done.
Facts.
He's like, how many games we got? How many games is in the series? Yeah, there's 7 in the series, right? We're only up by 2. The job's not done. We got to finish the job out first. Once we got all 4, then we're good to go. He said, but until then, I don't want to talk about that. I'll see y'all guys at the next game. Like, it's always going to be a consistent battle, and you're always going to be rewarded. But like you said, let your action, both of y'all, let your action show your rewards.
I made a TikTok last year and I said, I'm learning, because I didn't say I do. I said, I'm learning to love in silence, win in silence, lose in silence. Keep my mouth shut. Like, that's what
You know
I'm
why?
learning.
Because God going to expose you
Yes.
out loud.
Yes.
And I started learning that too. Like, he's the one to do the loud part.
Yes.
You supposed to be the humble one. Let him do the loud part. So when everybody see you on the front street, you like, it wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? I was just doing my thing, like, you know what I'm saying? And
I'm just here to take the picture.
Yeah. I'm just here doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? So I agree, like 100% is like just being woke. I mean, you're conscious, you're woke, you're aware of your surroundings, you're aware of your season, and you're aware of your gifts. And that's a great place to be, because most people, struggle. So, before we just, get up out of here, you know what I'm saying, on this episode, who are some top chefs? Let's name at least 5 top chefs that you really, really like. Well, Mom Deuce first.
Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Chef Minister Mary.
Mom Deuce first.
See what you made me do, Mon Dude.
and we can
crazy over
and my
here.
auntie Beck. And my auntie Beck.
Shout
Okay,
out
that's
Auntie.
2 already.
And my aunt Linda.
That's 3.
Oh, Linda, all right. Linda.
Linda should have been first. I'm sorry.
I know she got the sweet potatoes and she make them yams. All
I'll
right.
never, never forget my brother said one time, Aunt Linda's sandwiches is even bomb.
To the regular sandwich.
Yeah. No, facts.
That's what's up.
So of course, my Chef Aaron. So, oh wait, no. I cannot. I had to make a point to remember to bring them up. I cannot forget to mention Chef Colin and Chef JoJo in North Carolina.
Okay.
So I made
I gotta hit that horn.
Hit that horn for them. Yes. I made a TikTok just talking about my journey just a little bit a couple months ago or whatever, and I posted it. And I mentioned how Chef Aaron, which was the chef I met here, I was like, my journey started there with him, and it didn't. My journey started in North Carolina with Chef JoJo and Chef Colin. They met each other in jail. And they became brothers, and they left there and worked as 2 head chefs, executive chefs in a restaurant.
Were they chefs in the jail? They probably was.
I don't know. Did we ever ask was they chef in the jail?
In there.
I think Mr. Colin was.
Oh, I don't know. Y'all know I worked in jail. I was working in Allegheny County Jail for a little bit.
Oh, huh. You talking about the one down here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're shut out down there.
But anyway,
Especially when you come on, yo, CO. CO.
no, I was in the kitchen. I was in the kitchen.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
assistant director of food service.
Did they ever see you?
Huh?
Did they ever see you in any inmates?
Yeah, I worked with them.
Like,
Oh, yeah, facts.
fam.
They see you in
Trying
there
to
like,
get
yeah, you said you
What's
got
going on
gravy
over
too?
there?
Yeah.
She go get good too?
You said thick potatoes.
Let me get your number. I'm on here for 2 years.
Look here. Just let me get 2 packets. I got you on the outside.
Let's change the subject.
I know that had happened, so we won't change it though.
Somebody called you like, yeah, cell block C. Yeah, he said he got you. He got you.
Okay.
Yeah, slide that plate up here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, you know what I mean? I'm trying to take that back to my cell.
You go to your
Put
mailbox.
it in a little pack.
Go to your mailbox like, what the fuck? How this nigga know where I live? Something's up.
But anyway, when I made that TikTok, I was like, just talking about my journey. Now, I only mentioned Chef Aaron, but in reality, my journey started in North Carolina. I started off bartending, and then I started off serving and bartending, and then eventually they hired me as catering chef.
Gotcha.
Or I'm sorry, catering manager. And we had like a couple contracts with the schools. Like we was delivering meals to a couple schools that didn't have a lunchroom or a lunch setup or whatever. But I didn't do any cooking, like any real cooking, but I learned about the industry through them, especially catering. And then we started setting up a food stand in a business park. Charlotte has all these business parks, and we would go set up food stands. And that's where I learned a lot of what I executed in my own food stand. I learned from them. So when we start with my top 5, we're gonna start with Chef Colin, Chef JoJo, Chef Aaron, and then as far as like, I don't want to say celebrity chefs, for sure Emerald. I used to watch Emerald back in the day. Bam. Y'all know Emerald? Bam.
Come on now.
You don't know Emerald?
Yeah, you know Emerald, bro.
I probably know the same.
Yeah, you're a shout out.
I said him.
You're a shout out.
He on TV?
Yeah, he is.
Sure.
He's a legend.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, all them chefs I really be knowing, I ain't gonna lie, that the Hell's Kitchen dude.
Oh, yeah.
Little, you know,
Chef
average,
Gordon.
like average little dude.
Yeah,
He said,
Chef Gordon.
Yeah. He's
He always like he take 3 shots before he start talking shit. This shit ain't right there, bro.
She said, I don't like that one. I don't like that one.
He's a butthole.
He's an asshole.
He's an a-hole.
He get the job done, though.
Yeah, he do, but there's 2 types of chefs, and he's the one that you don't want to work with.
You say less.
Like,
Shit ain't right.
yeah.
You say y'all gonna be fighting. You say, you know what, Gordon?
I wouldn't last an hour in his kitchen. But right now, as far as so my 5th one, I would say Jay Nice. Y'all know her?
No.
From TikTok.
No.
She's a chef, and she has a she can cook. So she's known. She's a celebrity. She's a TikTok celebrity.
Gotcha. Okay.
She started off with her mukbangs. I think that's how she got famous, like cooking and eating.
Yep.
And then she also owns cook. I think her brand is Kitchen Envy. She has like a pots and pans line,
So she probably eating her own food.
seasonings, all of that. And she does, and she's also a chef. I didn't follow her for her culinary experience. I didn't know until after I was following her for months. I was just watching her eat Chipotle and Benihana's, and I'm ordering everything she eating. And on top of that,
good.
And on top of that, she's a baddie. Fire, built down to the ground, beautiful girl, beautiful woman. And then that's when I learned, I'm like, oh, she's a chef. And then she has like the kitchen, the whole, she has the whole line. Like she has not only the pots and pans, but she has like, what you call those, the flat tops, like all of the griddles, all of that. She got all those like kitchen accessories. So she would be like my 5th person.
Fire. So what's some motivation that you would give somebody that's on the come up, trying to do something like you?
Or somebody that's like a younger version of you.
Like a version of you. What would you tell that young person right now that's trying to figure out to get into that industry?
I would tell them to just stay dedicated to whatever it is that you want to do. Don't lose focus. I've done that, so I can say it like with my chest that it doesn't benefit you to lose focus. Yeah, I had a plan to start a business so that I can make money and be able to do what I love, but it didn't work that way. So now that I go back and I'm like, dang, if I would have stayed dedicated to writing, I could probably be a millionaire author right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so don't do anything that'll put you in a bad space. You know, for sure, make sure you like working or bringing in some type of income or whatever. Make sure you're doing something to keep the bills paid, but stay dedicated. Stay dedicated, and and another thing is never stop manifesting.
Mm-hmm.
Manifestation is so important.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, self-affirmation is important, but manifestation is so important. Speak life into what you want to do. Speak it and live your life as if you are where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say that, for example, as soon as I knew that I wanted to pursue a career in culinary, I started carrying myself as if I was a chef.
Mm-hmm.
I'm chef.
How you supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
I don't I don't have a culinary degree. I will soon. But again, I got the my chef started calling me chef before I accepted the fact that I was a chef. Like when he called me chef, it's solidified it. Like I was like, I'm a chef. But
Shit, I see why.
Look at that plate again, y'all.
10 out of 10.
What'd you say, 10 out of 10?
Yeah, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, but I'm full as hell.
No, but
He's still taking bites. I see him.
Yeah, facts. I'm trying to get
He's
it out
taking, you know what I'm
myself.
saying? He's still nibbling, you know what I'm saying?
no, but definitely just maneuver as if you are where you want to be. Like make yourself where you want to go. Take yourself where you want to go now. Like live it in the now. If that makes any sense.
Yes,
like
it does.
if you want to be a writer, carry yourself as if you are a writer. Carry yourself. I'm an author. Introduce yourself as author, whatever your name is. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's it. Just stay dedicated, manifest, and keep God first. He is priority. Do not forget God.
And just like one powerful word that you can tell a woman right now that needs empower.
Heal.
Heal.
Heal. That's it. Do whatever it takes.
Y'all know what it is, man. Vibeship TV. It's a
See y'all in a minute.